Oh. Sheesh. No more feedback. All right, we're live. And yeah, today's going to be a code day. I haven't gone live in a while. I just wanted to do something. I'm going to be fixing bugs anyways today. That's all we're doing today. It's bugs, code, maybe some new features. We'll get there at some point. We either get there or we don't. We either fix the things or we don't fix the things. That's just kind of how a cookie crumbles. No, don't it? Okay, and where is my YouTube? Because I would like to have some atmospheric music. Where's Obsidian? Obsidian Soundscape, I think. Obsidian Fields. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Very nice. Very good one. Might be a little bit loud for you guys, so I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Yeah, something like here, I think. Okay. Sweet. Is there a way I can not have this bright light in my eye? It's gonna be a little bit dark, but whatever. I'd rather preserve my eyesight. Okay. Anyways, so fixing bugs with concerning dialogue systems in game. So let's get over here. So right now we can get into dialogue. We can fast forward to them now, which is good. But once we leave dialogue, we're stuck. So that's what we need to fix. That's what we need to address here. So we're just gonna add some simple stuff like observables and subjects, so we can subscribe to on player update. So we can listen from when the text box is finished playing, and we should unfreeze the player. It seems to be confusing because we have a player, but then we also have a text player, a dialogue player, and a text player as well. Very confusing. And right now we're having a callback of unit, of type unit, which is inherently bad, but I think I'd rather have like an enum type. Dialogue player state. And then it's like what? It's either playing or stopped. That's like the two things it can be doing, right? So we could change this bad boy to instead be of type unit to instead be and then here we can start doing this step. Next, E player playing, and then here, keep it simple, stopped. And then now, we can go back to here and be like, hey dude, we finished our dialogue, so you can unfreeze the player now. Probably also have a Boolean, so we can make sure that it's us who's locking the player. Initiated dialogue. Let's go to false. Over here, we'd set that to true. All right. And then we're gonna add our conditions where initiate dialogue and where X is equal to stopped. And then we can get to do the things we need to do here. So in this case, we'd be like, hey, let's request that the player be unfrozen, and we set this back to false. La di da di da. Life is good. And then we can add this to here. Cool. And now we should be able to leave the dialogue once we entered it. I want to get the dialogue system done, because I think it's time to start adding characters and those kind of interactions to it. Nice, very nice. We can enter the dialogue again. Oh, we can't. Okay. Okay, we just have to get really close, so that's easy to fix. That's not that crazy. But it seems to be working as intended. Cool. Simple card. I should change this to be like, I don't know. What else we need to do? We should probably have an icon as well. Or event trigger. Yeah, that should never be null. In fact, we should probably issue a warning. Null. For game object. Dude, sometimes these shortcuts be kind of counterproductive. Because I'm trying to do name, but it's automatically going to not each time. It is what it is. Okay. And now What do? We can do... So this is for starting dialogue. We want to do on player entered. What am I doing? Honestly, it's like one thing. It's gonna be on player entered, and then is there no... Oh, we already have an indicator pop up. So this is all redundant. All that I did here is not necessary. That's actually nice. So we took care of this issue a while ago then. Now I just need to make an icon or indicator. So I need to figure out how to make this guy animated. I see some simple fixes though. Where's our NPC? Where's she at? That's not where my NPC. You lie. That's where she is. What is that doing? Why is that? What? That's weird. Okay. Either way, back to the NPC. So your conversation collision box should be much bigger, I believe. Like right there. That's like a good conversational range for the player. And we should also add a physical collider to her. That's good. And that's not a trigger either. It's just a physical collider, so the player can't intersect them or intersect her. I'm gonna move this up a little bit though. Okay, that works for me. And what do we do next? What do we do next? What is this error that keeps happening here at lines 42? Does not like that I'm adding a new allocation there. Are not allowed to be called from a mono behavior constructor. Scriptable object ktor is not allowed to be called from a mono behavior constructor or instance field. On game object NPC? What? What are you talking about? Yeah, we're calling something on start, but dialogues. Get out of here. That's dumb. Oh, it's the fact that I have this new initializer on there. Area doesn't like that. It wants Unity to handle that. Shut up. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man, with that business. Then you're gonna be ground as well, because why not? Cool. That's some dialogue. Now it's a matter of making more characters. is it still having the wrong title here? I don't get it. Also, they changed the category to... No, it's still software development. Good. Okay. Okay. So what's left here? Now I want to do the custom camera stuff. That's what I wanted to do. So we have her. Yeah, we're going to define this here. It's going to be a per NPC thing. So we're going to have our... What are we going to do? We're going to do... Public, transform, camera, position, camera, target. Let's be tidy about this. Camera pose. Cool. And then once we interact with this, we also have to make sure the player... Actually, is this going to be a camera controller? Do I have to actually implement this as a camera controller? I guess I do. Right. Request control this guy. And then it's gonna either get it or not. And then control update, which we're gonna call like every single frame, I think. Okay, so I want to do stuff with this. I can make this be disposable, so like... camera control. Set targets, look, target, I'm gonna revise this whole camera system one day. No, I had it right. This terminology is weird. Look target, camera target. Whatever. I understand, I think, for the most part, what's supposed to be happening here. And then... once we're done with this conversation, release control. sky. Very nice. And then now we just have to set these variables so we can have our camera targets. So the camera can shift to a different perspective between them. Create empty camera. Pose. Camera's gonna be like, let's say, I think around there looks pretty good. Let's be pretty low. And then target. It's gonna be somewhere like right here, I think, and a little bit high. Maybe a little bit higher. Let's see how good my code is. I still have control over it. That's not right. That shouldn't be happening. Release control. Has control is owner. Yeah, we do. Like if it doesn't have control, it is control update. Has control equals is owner. Yeah, so if it's not the owner, it's not going to have control. That should be pretty simple. That's very weird. Control. Honestly, this abstraction's weird. Because instead of just doing this, because we know if it's an owner or not, we can just be like, hey, pal, you are has control. Oh, but then people can. Yeah. I mean, but I'm the people, so I shouldn't know. I'm aware of it, so I shouldn't care. But I don't have to worry about it. Control update is owner. True. What? Request control. Yeah, we always set to true. Yeah, there we go. Control update. Oh, wait. That's for that guy in particular. No, but we iterate through the control count. No, we iterate through the last one. So the last person who has controls we release. This should still work though. I almost feel like we have to make our own custom because it's largely like a stack. It's just that random elements can remove themselves from the stack as well. But anyone who's still waiting should still remain in that stack. I don't know what to call that. I don't know what that's called. Is there a name for this kind? I feel like it's got to have a name. That's like pretty common. I feel like someone's encountered that at some point. Stack. Other than the stack. Yeah, you probably have to make your own. Yeah, I would have to make my own. It's super similar. It's just, it just, like you still want to maintain the order. You just, like objects can't push themselves into a specific order. You can only remove. Okay, no, I don't need to do that. FIFO stack, first in, first out stack. Yeah. Oh, dude, I don't want to have to make my own implementation. That seems not fun. Maybe not fun. It's just not. It's just tedious. It's not even tedious. It's just a thing you have to do. It's just extra stuff to do. That way, like something, that object that try to remove release control doesn't get stuck with control when it shouldn't have it. In this case, though, it's kind of like we only have two objects, so why am I worried about this? But it's still weird that this continues to have control. That's a weird thing, man. Please control. There weren't any exceptions either, so it's not like we did anything wrong. Did he even? Should have. Camera controller, request control. Is this single instance object as well? From the player? We have a monolithic. No, it's not even that bit much of a monolith. There's a lot of data that's stored here. Well, that's not that crazy. Where's that camera control? Yep, back-end single instance. Dialog player. I guess it doesn't really matter if we get it from the ourselves or request it from the player directly. It should be fine either way. Camera controller, release control, this. Enter your request for control, and then we release control. Control update. I wonder why this is the case. That's not. I'm so curious as to why this is the case that it's not working. Or not overriding control. Also, just, I don't have to keep doing this navigation business. Let me just move the player up here. Player. Thank you. Perfect. And now I can do this whole, test this whole feature quickly without having to do a little platform challenge. Okay. So it has it for a second. Is it like requesting every single frame or something? Dialogue player. It's not requesting from control every single frame, right? Shouldn't. Unless it is. Request control, who uses it? Player, camera control, where do you use it? On construction, that's my, yeah, that's, I believe that's what happens. It's happening on construction. Which should only be called once. But let's test this out. Do a little reflection. Let's see what we get from this. So yeah, this is still in control for whatever reason. Control rec, player, camera control, and then control rec, simple character dialogue. Yeah, and that was the last thing. Both won, they're both chronological. So I'm wondering what's going on here, because it seems it works for one frame and then it reverts back control. It gets overwritten. Don't need this poolable object stuff. Don't need the audio stuff for right now. No audio zone stuff. Home bullet, no. Normal bullet, no. Here we go. Don't need this shader stuff either for right now. This is very weird. I'm trying to figure out why this is the way it is. Boss battle. Don't need that. Don't need this. Why is this indented so weird? Okay, whatever. Requires component of type. Yep. Yep. Let's go back here. Oh, you know what? I wonder. Player camera control. Because we have this... No, but it's an update. It's an update function. So it should return early if it's not, doesn't have control. Unless something is overriding it. I'd have no idea what that would be. I would have to be in the player class if that's the case. Like, what's happening in update? A bunch of information processing, ground info, process floor. I don't know if I need this velocity information. In all honesty. Shadowcaster. Player camera control. Player camera control. With a platform attacher, we have the dust manager, ground info. Nothing that should really override. And then this is the method that has the So, and even then, okay. Unless... in here, do we do anything funky? Pivot, camera target, camera controller, trigger collider. Do a bunch of stuff here, make sure this is not null. Do some rotation stuff. It's a very gross function we have here. Whatever. Set targets. Use a player transform position as the target. That's interesting. Nothing here though. Nothing that would be overwritten or anything like that. So what's simply going on here is that this has to still be true. Like it still has to be has control. It's true. This is not working. Control update is owner has control equals is owner. None of that's true. We do that if the new peak is equal to camera controller. New peak. Okay, let's walk through this. So the top is now equal to the controller. I can't release control. Then we go to peak, release control there. Oh. So we iterate through all of them. What am I doing? What kind of crackhead behavior is this? Okay, this is dumb. My implementation here is dumb. I don't know what I was thinking. I was watching Pluto. and I was distracted by the peak fiction. Okay, let's implement this like a normal person. Here's what we're gonna do. Super simple. We're gonna do control stack, pop, call this old peak. We're gonna do old peak dot control update false. It's not the owner anymore. And this, in case it needs to do something else. And then control stack peak, and then control update true. This super simple. This thing may not be good to do because Unity's null checking stuff is not going to work with that operator, so you should probably do this. Do control stack. New peak equals that. Now we can just do new peak equals this. Cool. The release control isn't going to cause problems. It's requesting control that's causing problems, it seems. Because you're calling release control. When in reality, oh yeah, because it's peak. This whole update thing is dumb. In all honesty, this control update stuff is dumb. That's a dumb method for dumb people. Or is it? When would this be used? It'll be used when we're broadcasting a change of control. So yeah, only the top, okay. Only the top needs to release its control. Controller stack, control stack, push controller, control update is owner true, this. And I guess we have to go through the rest of them, right? I mean, to be safe, control stack for each. Yeah, 'cause why not? Tell them, hey, you're not that guy. So false. True, false. And then the new guy is going to be set to owner. Cool. Very cool. Okay, and then we press run. See if this works this time. Hey! That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's funny because it looks like we're facing away from her. Oh, that's good. We're doing our attack. We need to stop that. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually very happy with that. Like, yeah, there's stuff we need to do, but we also need to suspend attacks. Like, when you enter triggers, you should not be able to do attacks. You should just be stuck as you are. We also have to have the thing where, like, even on Frozen, the correct player sprite should be used. Old Peak. This is super sick, though. That's actually really sick. Can I change the camera mode here? Yes, I guess technically we can do this, but I'd rather explicitly handle this handoff here. Camera. Lerp. Can I set mode actually? Yeah, I can't set mode. So there's direct, there's lerp, there's static. We're gonna do lerp. And then we're gonna go back here and when we release control, we're gonna set it to direct. And let's just see how that looks. So that way it's not like a instant, there's actually a movement that happens. It's funny that it's not like relative to the player at all, and it's actually just like it's just an absolute thing, so they're always gonna be looking in a weird way. That's pretty cool though. What is the current lerp percent actually? Where's the camera? Main camera. Lerp speed is 100. Yeah, let's set that to be lower. Let's do like 50. Is there an overload? There's not. There's a function though. This is like 30. Jeez, that was aggressive. Okay, what's happening when we do lerping? What's happened? So the position and the rotation. So that also gets lerped as well. Okay, cool. Let's make this even more subtler. Do like 5. We start here. That's pretty cool, actually. Having like set camera. That is so cool, man. That is so freaking cool. I need to figure out a better position. I don't know. I need to think about the position. He just falls off if he's just too far away. That's funny. That is cool though. That is so freaking cool, man. Can I talk to her from the roof? I love that touch, man. I really do love that touch. Okay, now we just have to make attacks be suspended when the player enters. And that should just be a general thing, I think. So where's entrance trigger? So we have a thing for process frame. On next. Indicator pop up. On player entered and selected, and there's on player entered. Do we not have a thing for on exit though? It's very weird that we don't have that. Like we have was press this frame and contains objects with player, and then oh. So we're not reacting to when the player enters and exits. We are constantly checking every frame if the player is within our collider events. Ooh, that's not great. I don't like that. Anymore, this is not null. We should probably move this up here too, so we don't even have to do null invocation. In fact, why even do this observable if it's null? Yeah, I mean, we can do something here. This is always message. This is always activating at every frame. That kind of sucks, actually. I know I did this as a shorthand, but I think now I'd rather do something a little bit better. On entered subject. Compare tag. Player. Which should probably make something general for this too, because I do it so much. Ooh, I think I know why we do this. No, this should be fine actually. On subscribe. And then also add to this. Okay, so on trigger entered player, subscribe. What do we do in this subscription? What do we do in this subscription? We go, hey buddy. Collider. What do? We do, we have to suspend attacking for player. That's for sure. I'm just wondering how we're gonna go about doing that. Instance message. I don't have a message broker, so I guess we just do publish and then a new suspend. Suspend player attack. Yeah, I think that's what we just do. Okay. And we just do that. Or I think we could just do this. Yeah, because it's aware. Yeah. And then just do the inverse for when the player leaves. Untriggered. Exited subject. Another record. Cool. I guess we do summary. Prevents player from doing an attack when they action just interacting with something, i.e. NPC dialogue. Okay, and then up here we just resume. Resume player attack. Very nice. And now we just have to go to the player and then make them also be sure to do that. It's another thing to listen for. Where is player? Where's our initialize? There's a broom whack right here. Does this have access? It has access to the player, and the player has access to stuff. No public game backend though, that sucks. 'Cause I know it has access to it. Well, we can make it pass explicitly what it needs, which is the message broker. Cool. So we have access to this guy, and then receive. What is this called? Suspend clear attack, and we have a private boolean is attacking suspended. Subscribe is attacking suspended equals true, and then the same thing down here except false. And then now all we do is if attacking. So if it is suspended, we return early. We don't do this attack at all. Easy. And now it's just a matter of passing in this specific thing we need. Really? We have to do this whole thing? That's kind of whack. Honestly, I almost just kind of want to be like, hey, you know what? No. This does not get an extra field in this constructor. We just do the gross thing of just doing messy mansion application instance message broker and just call it a day. And now the players should actually do an attack when they interact with her. Still didn't attack. That's lame. Why is this the case? Entrance trigger. Oh, because this is null. Yeah. So it's not executing this part. Now this should execute regardless of the indicator being null. That shouldn't matter. Okay. This time for real now. Let's see. Nice. He still tried to do an attack. Okay. We have to make this a public thing as well. Where's Broomwhack? What are we gonna do? We're gonna do that guy. And then we're gonna make this a property instead. So it's public get, private set. And that should be good. And this is redundant now. Perfect. And then now within State. Player state. Yeah, all this state code here. Excuse me. So the requested state is attack, whack. Instead of trying to execute it, if broom whack is attacking suspended, re-return. Otherwise, we commit to the bit. Oh, in this case, the player was... She's looking away from you. It's pretty funny. The player just slides off. She's looking down at you. That's pretty cool. So I think we're gonna do something. I think what we're gonna do is have the player have a default look position behind him. I don't know. I had to think through this a little bit more. Let me look. Does the player have... Player... Let's add another thing to the player. Why not? References, camera pivot. Camera look. Log. Default dialogue camera position. Pose for camera when in dialogue. Cool. Let's go back to the simple character dialogue thing. And we're gonna do here. In fact, this would be super easier if we just did this, honestly. And then all the stuff for release control can happen over here too. Ooh, that feels great. That feels great. Okay. So set targets, really request control. What we're gonna do is if camera position is null. Cam position is going to be equal to if camera target dot or camera position equals null. We're going to use player default dialog position. Otherwise, we do, I don't know. Oh yeah, we use, I know what am I talking about? I don't know. Of course I know. Camera position dot position. Yes. Now this is gonna be super dependent on the character placement. Target is going to be, we're going to make sure we have that set. I don't think we're going to allow them to have that be null. So if we go to the character now, NPC lady, and we say, hey, your camera position is going to be null now. Let's see what we have happen. Also, the player should also have, we should probably set this for the player too. Default dialog cam position. Kind of a sentence, but kind of needed. And then set that as well. Okay, there we go. I was like, oh, it should be null. Default, yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we have this new thing here. That's right on top of the character. I don't like that. We're gonna have it be far back here. And maybe slightly up a little bit. We're gonna play around with this a little bit. And as far this lady. I don't know, just try it, we'll send it, see how it looks. But it's gonna look odd if it's positioned. Why is it still having control? Oh, because we moved request state here. Yeah, my bad. No, we requested. Oh. My bad, request control has to happen here. Oopsie. Yeah, we request control and then it's gonna do this. Yeah. Maybe not the best. Maybe not the best. Very much not artistic. It's not very artful. Our position for our look. Why is this doing that again? Set targets. Camera target. Oops. We had these reversed. Camera position. No, this is correct. Cam position is equal. If it's null, we're going to use player default. And then if it's... This is confusing. Cam position. Also, these are... The fact that these are backwards also messes with me. I don't want to fix this, but yeah, this is weird. Look, target. I know why they're called targets, but look, target, yeah. Set targets. Yeah, the thing is, like, the... Oh, you know what? I think I have this object set in the wrong place. I think we actually have to have this guy set as part of the camera pivot. Only why? Yeah, this guy here. Okay, maybe this will look better now. Even though it shouldn't have looked that off either. See, it's always... It's a weird... That this... Oh, because it's not constantly following. Oh... That's what's happening. That's what's happening. This is not... It's an absolute position, not a constant position. So you have to have this updated every single time. Public. What am I doing? Observable. Every update. Subscribe. And then move this there. Camera update. Wow. And then on release, we do camera update if it's null. Cool, and now this should be updating every single frame. Let's see. Not quite behind the player. It's following correctly, but like... Also, it's not releasing properly either. So it's not quite working either. Kind of play around with this a little bit more. I like the angle we had though, like the absolute angles. That's super cool, honestly. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of want to keep it, even if it feels a little bit jank. Even if it feels a little bit jank, there's something about it that just feels super cool. Where is the player? Where is the character? Everything for audio, lighting, checkpoints too. Why not just have a thing for NPCs? And then have her camera position be... Let's try this again. The old style. What would I have to change to make this work? This is so sick. This is actually so sick. I'm very happy. Yeah, now I just have to start writing stuff. Writing character things. Because not even this guy, we can have him, like our main enemy, bad guy over there, Anton, we can have him have dialogue. Oh, that's exciting. That's actually so exciting. Oh, there's so much to do here, man. Oh, come on. Why is this always messed up? It's never perfect. Always something wrong. Always gotta be a problem, man. Good thing I made this super easy to work with. So there's not really any Z fighting. I can just patch little areas like this as need be, and they just fit. Though, honestly, I should probably just so, yeah. And that works pretty well. Nice. Very nice. And also in the dialogue box. Dialogue player. Christian icon, which we need to fix. I need to actually do that too. Make it animated. Or not. I could just do something simple, but I'd rather make it animated. Play. Where's force? Here we go. Force finish. And then where's the thing where we play audio? Sounds is not null. Force finish. Oh, I guess we do line, current line dot tick sounds not equal null. Is it options or is it? Yeah, it's auto collection. Char tick sounds, random choose, and then we play that one audio. So now if we force finish the dialogue, it will still play a sound at least. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, look how pretty this place is, man. I have to make audio zones or ambience that is zone dependent. Honestly, I might, instead of having music and ambience, I might just do one or the other. Very nice. Dude, I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy with this. You cannot believe how happy I am. Nice. Very nice. Oh, now I just want to make a bunch of characters. Now I just want to do a bunch of characters, man. That is so exciting. Super simple stuff too. Super simple stuff. There, I think I spent some time. Our lighting system is pretty solid right now, I think. So I think I'm gonna let it. I think I'm gonna just make a pull request. Actually, why not just merge it in? Why not? Yeah. Big changes. Lighting pipeline. Fixed dialogue. Revamped shaders. Custom terrain editor. Boss. New level 1. Yeah, screw it. Did a ton. I did a ton. Did a ton of work. 2 months ago, yep. I hate that they made this red. That's stupid. Yeah, just merge the master, man. Or main. Sick. Okay. Check out force. 'Cause I don't care. Nice. Let's go through this whole thing again. Good. Good. Nothing broken. That's the way I like seeing things. Okay. Good. Okay, and then we can start working on the multi-layered dust map stuff. Let's make sure nothing's broken though, but I think everything should be fine. I like that ramp mechanic. Like, it's not an intended mechanic, but it works as one. The fact that you can dash at an angle and it actually follows. It's not like Mega Man X style where it just keeps going forward. Or to the... keeps going next to the surface. Like it's always on top of the surface, if you know what I'm talking about. No, this one, if it's at an angle and then it leaves the surface, it'll keep going at that angle. So you can just get launched off a ramp. Oh, that's crazy jarring. I should probably do something with... that. See how the music looks. And we still have to add a third move to him. You have to react to this. Jeez. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change game over behavior too, to instead like take you to like a last fountain you're at or something. This is sick though. I like this a lot. This is super cool. Alright, I think I'm gonna end stream here and then go use the bathroom and chill out for a little bit.